Welcome back to another episode of Real Estate Stories. Today, we're going to answer the question, are all lenders the same? Hey, Mason, welcome.
Hey, hi.
Good to see you, little bear.
Good to see you.
So Mason had a situation recently. We wanted to share it with you because I think that in many cases, there are a lot of similarities with different mortgage companies. But Mason had a situation recently where the buyer that he's helping is not a cookie cutter situation, right? Some of us or some of our clients can shop different lenders, see who they're the most comfortable with and move forward, and they can get approvals from multiple lenders, but not all of you or all of us are in the same situation. So what happened with this client that you're working with?
He was approved originally through a lender. We went under contract, and for whatever the reason, the lender wasn't able to get him the financing. Kind of took a little bit of a break there. Go ahead.
Do we know like why? Like, you know, he came with a pre-approval, right?
Yeah, he came with a pre-approval. Yep.
Yep. And then at some point in the under contract process, the lender calls you or emails you and says, I'm sorry, but we can't process this loan.
And yeah, I mean, from my understanding, it was because of there, like something with he's had multiple bankruptcies. I don't know exactly like what happened. They weren't very clear either as to why they couldn't get it done. But it wasn't the first time he went under contract with them. He went under contract twice. And yeah, and the second time, the lender's answer was that a utility bill needed to be paid. It was on his credit and collections.
Slow down.
I know. That's a lot.
Wait, slow down. He was under contract twice. The other time he was under contract, were you helping him? Or
no, I was not.
It was before you ever met. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow. So let's just recap for everyone. He went under contract with some other agent at some other point in recent history. Does that sound right? Yeah.
It was actually right after he went under contract the first time with me, when he used a family friend the second time around. It gets even crazier.
All right. So let's kind of let's storyboard this. We help a client. He comes to us with a pre-approval, goes under contract, issue while we're under contract, can't get it. Mortgage company can't get it done, has something to do with multiple bankruptcies. Again, that's just a perfect example that none of us are the same. We're all a little bit different. You know, our personal finances are different from person to person. He gets upset. He knows someone in his family that's a real estate agent. We have a video about that, by the way. So you guys that are watching this, take a look at that video. Maybe we'll make sure that we link it. But if we don't, you'll see it using a friend or a family member to help you. Goes under contract again with this family member, same lender?
Same lender.
Well, I guess at that point, the lender said they could do it.
I guess. I'm not entirely sure. I guess so.
Okay. What's the definition of insanity? Do you know?
Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result.
Right. Yeah. So it goes under contract. It doesn't work again.
Yeah. And reasoning behind that was because there was utility bills that were in collections, is what he told me.
Okay. Wow. All right.
Yeah. It made no sense, but yeah.
All right. So then he comes back to you, right?
He decides to come back because he didn't feel good with his family friend that he used, whatever the case was, apologized for using him, whatever. And now we're back to square one, where he's now not originally approved by the first lender, not approved by another lender, but then got approved by a third lender.
Wait, so we missed the piece here. So he comes back to you, and then you say, okay, let talk to one of our preferred lenders. Let's see if we can get this done. Right. So he gets denied twice by the original lender. Then he comes back to you, which is awesome. It shows that you did a great job because he was comfortable enough to come back to you. He speaks with one of our preferred lenders who we know, our preferred network. They do a wonderful job. And our lender says,
we can't get it done unless he puts X amount of dollars down as a down payment, and he doesn't feel comfortable doing that.
Okay. So our lender says no. Then the buyer goes and does some more research on his own to see what he can figure out.
Yep. finds a lender that is able to pre-qualify him, not pre-approve, pre-qualify him with the same type of loan.
Okay. And from what I was able to see in some of that communication is that this particular lender is a small bank, not located here in New Jersey, somewhere else, right?
Correct.
Small bank that can write loans in New Jersey, I guess.
I guess so. Yeah.
And that bank said that they actually specialize, or the bank didn't say it, the representative said it. The representative said that they specialize in working with bankruptcies, past bankruptcy, and they understand the nuances of that sensitive financial scenario. And the emails made me feel pretty confident that this representative knows what they're looking at. But to your point,
he's pre-qualified.
Pre-qualified versus pre-approved, and we have videos about that too, guys. Pre-qualified versus pre-approved, which means that his underwriters are not looking at the documents until they have a contract of sale.
Correct.
But in the emails, he'd also said that he felt very confident that based on what he reviewed, that it won't be a problem.
Correct. So we're basically going off of his confidence.
What do you feel? How do you feel as a servicing agent?
It's a hope and a prayer. And the buyer said the same thing. He's putting all of his faith in God on this one. And it's just, I mean, to his point, I understand he doesn't want to waste any more of his own time. He's lost thousands of dollars at this point with inspections, deposits, all that kind of stuff, appraisals, like truly thousands.
Yeah.
So, and he's aware. I made it very clear. I said, you are not pre-approved. You are pre-qualified with this lender. And he understands. So, we're really just going to take a shot here. And if it doesn't work, I mean, this will be he's going to have to look into other options, whatever that means.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that means. But I guess the moral of the story here is, and I hope this all works out for everybody involved. I think the moral of the story here is not every lender is the same, right? They're all going to have they're going to have different ways of pre-qualifying versus pre-approving. And for many lenders, they use that term interchangeably, even though we know that those two terms, qualify and approve, are two different things.
Yes.
But they also have different guidelines on the back end when they're approving people. So when there is a unique situation like this particular buyer has, maybe finding the right niche lender is what we need to find, right?
Yeah.
He found this one on his own. I have a situation right now. It's a very unique. The buyer's finances are very unique, different than this. Newer business owners, not a lot of credit established, have some money to work with, for just a non-traditional situation. So we had to kind of look at the different scenarios here and speak with a few different lenders because they're not cookie cutter buyers either. So, and I think it's going to work out for these buyers as well. So I'm confident that this lender that your buyer is working with right now sounds like they know what they're talking about. And if they specialize in these financial challenges, then awesome. This guy's going to be a homeowner.
I guess we'll wait to say. I'm very skeptical.
When are you going out with him to show houses again?
We already started.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah. So
we'll
see how it goes.
He found two already that he liked, right? So I guess he'll find a third.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right. All right. Awesome. Well, as always, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching. If you are looking to buy or sell a home in Southern New Jersey, we would love to help you. Our contact information is below. If you're looking to buy or sell a home anywhere else in the United States, our contact information is still below because we can make an introduction to you by a like-minded professional and make sure that you're in good hands. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys.